train.
And we're the Popex Sisters. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is our tips.
Yes, before going on holiday. We like to go away. If you follow us on Instagram.
As much as we can, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah, and we did a blog post on this years ago, and we were just looking through our blog and thought this is actually really useful.
Yeah.
And could be.
And I feel like more and more people are kind of like going towards YouTube rather than like looking at vlogs. Obviously, like, I think it's a different crowd, but we thought, why not share our knowledge onto here?
So let's go.
Okay, so first off, flights. So kind of with any holiday, we look at the flights first before we even book holiday, book the hotel.
Because the hotel, you can always find a cheap hotel, whereas the flight,
they kind of like, as the closer you get to the date, the higher they get, really. That's what we've learned anyway. So we use flight comparison sites. I use Travel Supermarket normally, and you use...
I use Skyscanner.
Yeah. And then there's also Kayak. So yeah, all three of them I think are quite well known. But yeah, you just put in the dates that you want to go, and then it shows you like all the times and all the flights.
The reason I like Skyscanner is just like you can filter really easily and choose your airports and like untick, like we normally fly from London and I can just tick the ones I want. You can assort it chronologically. I just like the format, like if I don't like a website I don't want to use it, even if it's helping me. But yeah,
sometimes I've had a good experience with Travel Supermarket, so that is my OG. But I do like Skyscanner because you get to do like the whole month. Sometimes you can look, so if you let's say you're going on holiday with your friend, you can, like, you know, when you're not like restricted on a certain date, you can kind of like look at the whole month and then pick a date when you want to go. So I like that.
So yeah, we'd advise that.
But yeah, so hotels, apartments, villas, where do we book?
Booking.com.
Yeah, usually booking.com, and then on the occasion Airbnb, depending on like where we're staying.
Yeah, I used to be scared of Airbnb for ages, and then Amy like booked it like twice, and then I'm a bit more open to the idea. But yeah, I think the reason I always do booking.com is again, I like the website, and also they made me a Genius member, and I'm level 2 now. I don't know how many levels there are because they don't give you warning. It's just like it happens. But I think it's because, first of all, we booked, I think I became level 1 after 10 holidays that we booked through them, and I always write reviews.
Yeah, because reviews are important, I feel. Yeah. Number 1, because it gives other people an idea of what to expect. Yeah, we
always read reviews.
And number 2, clearly it helps because you get a discount with the Genius member, which we find
15% off, and sometimes we get like breakfast included, even though you wouldn't if I'm not logged in. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I'd say with Airbnb, I find looking at reviews, or if the host, which is what the people are called who own the properties, are kind of like premium or something. Not that doesn't mean that the property is premium. It just means that they are like have been checked, like everything. You know what I mean? Like
no complaints.
Yeah, no complaints. But yeah, we find kind of everything. Obviously, like price and location is key, but also reviews, like we said earlier, that is so important.
And I find some websites like TripAdvisor, I find their review section a bit spooky, so I don't really like to use them. But they offer it as well. Sometimes we do check on that if there's not many reviews on booking.com. And also I'd say check the actual, if it's a hotel chain, just double check if they're cheaper.
Oh yeah,
because we've where did that happen? And it was too late because we'd booked, but it was actually cheaper to have booked from the hotel website instead of a second party.
So yeah, always look around, especially if you've got time and you're booking something in like a few months or a year's time. Always look, because you will probably most of the time find something cheaper or like a loophole.
Okay, what's next?
Airport transfer.
Okay. Our advice with this would be double check, especially if it's a city break, if they have a metro or some kind of train system. Because
especially like European like capitals, pretty much all of them have metros.
A metro. So we did it with Milan. We used the metro in Barcelona and also Stockholm. It wasn't a metro, but it was the Arnarda Express. It was like a train specifically from the airport into central Stockholm, just because it's convenient.
Especially when you don't know what time you're arriving. Obviously like, you can check, but if you're arriving at a weird time, I think that's good to have that as an option instead of having to like worry about paying ridiculous amounts for taxis and things like that.
And also, if there isn't a metro or train, we don't normally just hail a taxi at the airport. We tend to book online.
Yeah, we try and like
and pay.
Pay it. So then you know that like once you get that taxi, that is done. Yeah,
we're just about convenience.
Yeah.
I can't remember the company we used to use a lot.
No, but we can try. If we find it, we'll put it below.
Yeah, I'll link it.
But yeah, we used them in Malta, didn't we?
Yeah, it was only like £15 for both journeys to take us to and from the airport, and we got the same driver.
Yeah, and we literally were quite far away from the like, Vienna, like so far. So
yeah, always check if there's trains or metro systems if you're comfortable with doing that. Otherwise,
airport transfers, because taxis, I just feel like in every country they're always a lot like
more expensive. Yeah.
And they're ridiculous.
Like if we got a taxi home from the airport, it'd be extortionate, but if we book it beforehand, it's just cheaper. So yeah, that's what we always do.
Okay,
next.
The next one, planning outfits. So this is quite important to us.
Yeah,
we love to look good and always love to kind of know what we've got in our suitcase.
Yes.
Instead of just throwing everything in and being like, oh my god, I've bought like 4 pairs of shorts and 2 tops and 500 pairs of knickers.
But she always shouts at me every holiday because I end up wearing.
Yeah, she ends up.
Now she plans for me.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I guess you're going to be wearing this day, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how do you plan?
So we find, well, especially me, Lorraine just kind of like agrees.
I just jump on the bandwagon.
But yeah, we use a PowerPoint or like Google Slides, whatever you want to call it. And this sounds so like weird, but it honestly, it helps because then you don't end up packing rubbish. So yeah, what we do is we put like, it might be like however many days you're there, so like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, whatever. Then we put like a day outfit and an evening. And let's be honest, like most of the time you end up probably not even wearing like one or the other. You just wear the whole outfit. But it's good to know that like you're not overpacking, you're not filling your suitcase with rubbish.
And bikinis.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and like say this kind of links into another point later, but kind of if you know what you're going to be doing, so let's say you're going to go to a really bougie restaurant, that would go in the slide like when we eat here, or if we're going to a pool party or something, it'd be that like bikini. So yeah, we always plan, because sometimes people ask us like, oh, like how do you look slay on holiday? We sound really like
how do you like
cringe right now, but yeah, it's because we plan. So yeah.
And also
like,
look
at Insta for inspiration.
I always forget, like, I don't know if that's just me, but I always forget what I've packed. So when I've got that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna wear.
I do that.
Yeah. And if you wear something else,
left?
we don't care, but at least you know what is in your actual suitcase.
Yeah.
Smart.
So the next point is Instagram
and Pinterest are your friend.
And by that we mean
location.
You just want to make sure that you went to that country
and you can tick off all the boxes.
Yes, you don't want to look back and be like, oh my god, there was this museum, or like, oh my god, there was this cafe that looks so
park,
nice.
There was this restaurant, there was this beach club.
So we always, it's part of how we decide where we're going. We look on Instagram at the locations, we look on Pinterest, we research just to find out where are we going to go, because not everything is for us. Like, I don't want to go climbing a mountain, like I don't want to go diving in the ocean.
No.
But I do want to go to some cute restaurants, cafes, shops. Like you said, the marina. Like, I love the sea.
We love like beach kind of holidays.
Yeah,
you know,
pool
but then we do
places.
city breaks. I don't know.
I love city breaks.
We love eating and we love being on the beach. So if we can fit that both, like, get us there.
Thank you.
But yeah, 100%. I think as well, especially if you've been somewhere that someone else has, you don't want them to be like, oh, did you go here? And you're thinking, oh my god, I didn't even know that existed.
So we always just have a look. There's so many aesthetically pleasing like Pinterest boards, and also some people that live, I love finding someone that lives in the location, because then they have like the best photos. So. And
let's be honest, there's so many influencers around the world.
Yeah.
Like if you find one of them, you're 100%.
done.
Because they go to the cutest places, the nicest places, like just places that just look aesthetically pleasing.
Which
is
what we love.
Yeah.
So yeah, top tip.
So research on your customs and culture of the country that you're going to.
Yeah. So we just feel like this is really important. We were brought up to do this. Like our parents have always been very hot on, this is
living by the rules.
This is considered rude in this part of the world. This is considered polite.
Yeah.
So like it could be whether it's tipping etiquette.
Yeah. Because I feel like around the country, not around the country, around the world, there's different like percentages that like people expect.
Yeah. Like some are like 10%.
Like, in the UK, it's kind of like 10% if you
want. Some people don't
tip.
But yeah, we always do 10%. But yeah, other places it's more. And also just stuff like some parts of the world you shouldn't show your feet, or you should
have your shoulders exposed.
Yeah, be super polite to older people, like, even though you're polite anyway, but you know what I mean. So yeah, we just have a look at that, not in a scary way, just, you know, you don't want to offend anyone.
No, you don't want to offend anyone, and you just want to like protect yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be getting in any like bad vibes or anything, you know.
100%. And also because we like, although our Insta's like, oh, we're always half naked and like, you know,
if we're in a country that is not necessarily appropriate, we will not
do that outside the hotel. Yeah.
Don't get that confused.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, because most likely hotels don't really care what you wear. Well, the ones we stayed at don't care.
If I went to a hotel.
But when I'm stepping out, and if I'm in a country of like a certain, like, it's a culture, that's not what they want. I'm not gonna disrespect them. I'm gonna respect their rules because I'm in their country.
100%.
You know? So yeah, that's how we feel.
Yeah. So saving. This is a big one.
Yeah. So I feel like, especially when you're booking a holiday, you should get a rough idea of how much you're going to spend. Come on.
Yeah, especially if, like we said, you've looked at where you want to go and you've budgeted how much those tickets cost.
And if you're going to like an expensive location, so let's say like Milan is probably going to be more expensive.
Monaco and Nice were expensive.
Yeah. Then I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't think of anywhere. But
you don't want to offend anyone, but Spain is cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Just, you want to have fun. Come on, no one's going on holiday to have a boring time. So if your definition of fun is free, good for you. Amazing. Teach me. But if it's not, that's not what we like to do. We're here for. So we just saved to make sure that there's no point in the holiday that we're looking at each other.
And we're not going to ruin.
How can we afford this? It's like Monopoly money when we go.
And as well, you know what, you don't even need to be like mean with your money before. Just make sure you got money in the bank before you go away. It's not that hard.
And we've been on holiday with people, no shade, like I've been on holiday with multiple people and this has happened, and they run out of money, and it's just like, I feel so bad for them, and they're in like a bad mood,
and
having
it's like a shit time because you didn't save. If
you've budgeted, you'll have fun, and that's what we want in life. So that's what we mean by that. Just be, but if you're a bad saver, I guess there's no telling you, is there?
No. But I just think always overestimate, like, you don't have to have like loads of money, but if you think you need to take 200, take 300.
Yeah. Because know yourself.
Yeah.
Know whether if you're the person that goes on a night out and blows 200 quid, you are an overspender.
More,
so but if you're stingy, have a bit of fun.
I still think,
have some fun.
Live a little.
Spend that money.
Yeah, but make sure you've got money in the bank. I think it's always like, even if you take money out and exchange it, make sure you've got something in the bank, because you don't take all your money out and then you're like,
how else are you going to get money other than your mates? And that's not cool, is it?
And I feel like some people feel embarrassed as well, and it's like, you didn't have to feel embarrassed. You should have just, you know. Right.
Okay, so exchanging your money.
Looking at exchange rates as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we used to be really bad at this, so we're not lecturing. This is actually from personal experience. The amount of times we've done it at the airport and got the worst exchange rate, and it's just stress, because it's like, I need to go to the duty free and then I'm busy with them. And they're counting the money like 2 miles per hour.
Literally, I feel like every year we're getting better, let's be honest.
Yeah, we are.
Year. And I think, what's his name, Martin Lewis, this is what I did for it. Yeah, he is the OG.
I know, I pointed.
But yeah, for the family on our last holiday, I like saw that he did like a money expert thing. You can look at, like, you know how I was talking about earlier, flight comparisons. This was like a money exchange comparison. So you put in the amount that you want to you want to change your pound into whatever currency you're going to. Then it tells you, like, in your area, like, which has the best rate.
Oh, is that how you knew?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah. His website's really good, by the way, for everything.
Yeah, but what we ended up doing was we looked at the exchange rates. Well, I did, on my little computer, and then we ordered the money.
Yes.
And then we didn't even have to pay for it before.
No,
which I thought was really good, because some of them I think you have to like pay.
Yeah, so we collected it from the airport though. I recommend if you're doing that, I'll allocate some time there, because it was quite slow.
Yeah, it was quite slow.
But it's because we were going away for like 2 weeks, so it was like a lot of money we needed. But yeah, if you can avoid it, do it before the airport.
Yeah.
And what we like to do, this is a top tip from like our parents, instead of exchanging everything, we do about 2/3 of what we think we're going to spend, and then we just use our card for the final third, and it kind of covers us. Sometimes we don't need to use as much on the card.
No, and I feel like, you know, like some places you go, you kind of know that you just want to pay cash because you don't know if the card machine is dodgy. But then there's other places, if you're going somewhere like nice, bougie, you know that like nothing's going to happen to your card. So, and
we also kind of do this to avoid coming back with the money. Because the exchange rate, it's not worth converting it back. Like if it's euros, we just leave it because
like,
we're gonna
go back to Europe.
But yeah, like our oh my god, I forgot. What was the money in money? Bali?
Rupee?
Yeah.
I still have some though.
I spent all mine.
I literally only have like probably like £1 worth though, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up at the end of the holiday just using our cards when we went to some places.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our advice.
Is this the final one?
1 second. Yay! Travel insurance.
Yeah.
This is our... We always get this, like
100%.
for years. We've been, especially because we travel kind of normally, well, sometimes.
I started going on holidays at like 16, so it was like...
Badass.
Mummy's not there if you hurt yourself.
And our mum is very, like, if you get yourself in a mess...
It's on you.
Yeah, you got to get yourself out of that mess. So we are drunken messes sometimes.
We are.
So we just like to have that security blanket of knowing that if I broke my leg, I would have like
I can
insurance that can help me.
A cast.
Yeah.
And also it covers you for if your bag goes missing, your money gets stolen.
Yeah.
And okay, I don't want to be morbid here, but God forbid, we've all seen those Facebook things where someone has unfortunately died and they have no way to get them back to the UK, and it's heartbreaking. And if we just wouldn't want to do that to mum and put her through that, or have to ask for money.
Safety blanket, isn't it? Like nothing's ever actually
cheap. It's not that expensive. Like it's like a top, you know, and it covers you.
Yeah.
And we get like a
we get like a duo joint one, and like I said earlier,
surprise.
Like I said earlier, we I normally look on Travel Supermarket because they do a comparison on thingies, and then I look at the stars because they normally like rate them and how well they are. Like
because I always used to get the post office one just because it was easy, but then when you started doing that,
sometimes,
and it's like this one is for the whole year we can get it, which works for us perfectly.
But with the whole year one, I would like to with the whole year one, I'd like to just alliterate. That you have to ring them every time you go to these locations.
Do you?
Yeah. Like obviously not like you have to ring them saying like your insurance company, like, hello, my name's blah blah blah, this is my like code. I'm going to, because apparently it's invalid
if you don't ring. Wow, didn't know that.
So we bought a year one once and went away and did not know.
Thank God nothing happened.
Yeah, but yeah,
also,
so that
if
is
you've been drinking, you don't get covered to sober up before you call.
Sober up while your leg is broken. No joking. But yeah, that is it. Okay,
so we hope it was helpful, guys.
And I hope that you can book holidays after this ISO. You know? And hopefully this helps you.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe please if you haven't already.
And we have other tips if you want any clues to anything else. We have travel videos if you just want to kind of like see a country or whatever. But yeah, our Instagrams are below. Like, subscribe, comment.
Bye.